Thanks for joining us for another video on Bahamian mathematics. Today we look at directed numbers, how to deal with directed numbers using brackets and signs. Let's have a look at how that works. First, let's review what happened when we multiplied and divided directed numbers. For example, positive 6 multiplied by a positive 2 gave us a positive 12. This is the same thing as writing 6 and then 2 in brackets. If we had minus 6 multiplied by minus 2, signs are the same, the answer is positive as well. You can rewrite minus 6 times minus 2 as minus 6 and then minus 2 in brackets. The signs are the same, the answer is positive. When the signs are different, for example, positive 6 multiplied by minus 2 or minus 6 multiplied by a positive 2, the answer is negative. The signs are different, the answer is negative. But we could rewrite this as 6 and then minus 2 in brackets. It means the same thing. Or we could write this as minus 6 and then the positive 2 in brackets. They mean multiply. And so let's look at 6 multiplied by 2. The answer is a positive 12. Positive 6 times positive 2 gives us positive 12. We could replace the multiplication by 2 with brackets and the 2 in the middle. So this also means 6 multiplied by 2 gives us 12. If we had minus 6 multiplied by 2, the answer is minus 12. We can also replace the multiplied by 2 here with the 2 in the brackets, and it means the same thing. Minus 6 multiplied by 2 gives us minus 12. The brackets simply mean multiply. Let's look at 6 times minus 2. The signs are different. The answer is minus 12. Again, we can replace the multiplied by minus 2 with minus 2 in brackets, and it means the same thing. Minus 6 multiplied by a minus 2, we know the answer is positive 12. Again, we can replace the multiplied by minus 2 and put the minus 2 in brackets, and it means the same thing, multiply. Brackets mean multiply. So let's see how this works. 6 minus and then 2 in brackets. What does this equal? Well, there is an imaginary 1 right here before the brackets. Let's rewrite this as 6 minus 1, and we know that the 2 in brackets is a positive 2. But look at what we have now. We have a minus 1 and a positive 2, and we need to multiply them. So we know minus 1 multiplied by a positive 2, if we recall the rule, negative times positive, the answer is negative. So negative 1 times a positive 2, if we rewrite that, we get negative 2. And so now we have 6 minus 2, which equals 4. Let's look at another one. 6 minus a negative 2 in brackets equals what? Again, we see that we have two negative signs, and there is a bracket. We know that means multiply. And so when we rewrite it, and we recall the rule, minus times minus is plus. And so when we rewrite it 6 plus now 2, 6 plus 2 is 8. What about minus 6 minus 2 in brackets? What does that equal? Again, if we rewrite minus 6 minus 2 is positive 2, and now we have minus times plus. Brackets meaning multiply. The rule is minus times plus is negative. So when we rewrite minus 6 minus 2, minus 6 minus 2 is negative 8. What about minus 6 minus a minus 2? That looks like a lot of minus signs. But if we break it down, we will be able to work it out. Here's a negative sign outside of the bracket. Here is a negative sign inside the bracket, and brackets mean multiply. So when we go to the rule, we know that a negative times a negative is a positive. So we just rewrite it with a positive 2. And so minus 6 plus 2 equals minus 4. Let's look at all of the rules now. Minus times plus, when the signs are different, and we're multiplying them, the answer is negative. If we start out with positive and multiply it by negative, again the signs are different, the answer is negative. When the signs are different, when we're multiplying, the answer is going to be negative. How about when the signs are plus times plus? Positive times a positive, the answer is positive. Negative times negative, the answer is positive. So when the signs are the same, the answer is positive. Those are our rules we looked at in a different video. So let's try minus 3 minus minus 1. Anytime you have a situation where there is a sign outside of the bracket and there is a sign inside of the bracket, we need to multiply the brackets to get rid of the brackets and only leave us with one sign. So let's rewrite. Here's the negative sign, here's the negative sign. They're being multiplied. If we look down below, we see that negative times negative is plus. So minus 3, they turn into plus 1. And now minus 3 plus 1, we know when the signs are different in this case, we subtract and keep the sign of the bigger number. 3 take away 1 is 2. And since the 3 is bigger, we use the negative sign, negative 2. Let's try another one. Minus 3 plus a negative 1. Again, we have two signs and brackets. Here's positive, here's negative. And so when we look down below, we see a positive times a negative gives us a negative. So we rewrite this as negative 1. And now we have signs that are the same, but we're not multiplying anymore. We are subtracting. Minus 3, take away 1. When the signs are the same, we add the two numbers and keep the same sign. This is negative 4. How about 3 plus negative 1? Again, we have brackets. We have two signs. Here's a plus, here's a minus. And if we look down below, plus times minus gives us negative. So these will transform into negative 1. And we know what 3 minus 1 is. It is 2. Here's another one. 3 take away a positive 1. We see a negative and a positive and brackets. And looking down below, we see minus times plus gives us minus. And so this is rewritten as 3 take away 1. And we've seen this from primary school. 3 take away 1 is 2. If you like this video and want to see more just like this, make sure to subscribe, like, and share to this channel. Now it's time for quiz time. Find the value of minus 1 minus minus 1. Time's up. The answer is 0. Don't let the minus signs confuse you. Minus 1, if we rewrite it, negative times negative turns into positive. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Number 2. Find the value of 6 plus minus 7. Time's up. The answer, minus 1. When we rewrite 6, plus times minus gives us minus. 6 minus 7 is minus 1. Number 3, find the value of minus 3 minus plus 5. Did you get it? Minus 8. Minus 3, and then minus times plus gives us minus 5. Minus 3 minus 5 is minus 8. Number 4, find the value of 4 plus minus 1. Time's up. The answer is 3. 4 plus times minus is minus 1. 4 take away 1 is 3. And the last question, find the value of 8 minus minus 2. Time's up. The answer is 10. 8 minus times minus is plus, so this turns into 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. And now you've solved the mystery of how to use brackets with directed numbers. Well done.